Well, hello there. I'm Ranger Kooky, and I think I have a problem with something at the rendezvous. Well, a lot of people are saying, be you, be myself, and this is kind of like being myself. I'm kind of like upset about something. At the view, people noticed I was saying the spooners, the knifers, and the car campers, or the funners, or the bushcrafters, versus this, versus that, which is true. Yes, I did say that, and I meant it. Over there, there's the knifers. Over there is the spooners, but the spooners are not here. And what I meant by that, that means the carvers. The ones who come out here to carve spoons and carve stuff and make wood things out of objects. When somebody comes up to say, hey, who's in charge? Where can I find this? I'm like, well, go over there by the spooners. They show you how to carve stuff. They know how to make items out of wood, to make forks, spoons, and utensils. And if somebody comes over here, hey, who I could talk to about knives? Well, you talk to them. Those are the knifers. And for example, somebody was looking for the man in charge. I'm like, hey, he's right down there with the knifers. Go down there and talk to him. You know, that guy, he's never been to the view. Never, the first time to the view. He goes down there and he sits with y'all for about an hour. He comes back down and he comes back to my camp and says, you know what? That's all they talked about was knives. Because y'all are knifers. Knifers, spooners, and car campers. Car campers is the people who just go out there to have fun. Sit down and camp and cook. Those are car campers, or the fun people, or the bushcrafters, or whatever you want to call it. So I think the reason why I'm saying this or talking about this, I think because there was a lot of people out there, a lot of new faces, and there were like a couple people that added me. They added me to this sub to me. I said, you don't have to sub to me. You know, do what you want. I mean, I'm Ranger Kooky, and you know whoever, and they're all the people I hear, but you don't have to sub to me. So they subbed to me anyway. I said, you don't have to. Remember, I told you, you do not have to sub to me. But they did anyway, kind of their heart. Now, it's been almost 3 weeks. I go back and see them people are not there no more. So I'm thinking, why is that? Why are there those new faces unsub me? For what reason? Now, you say, be myself. Now, this is the other side of me. When I get mad and pissed off, I usually put my videos in bowling cookie or cookie bowling. I forgot how I put it. But I'm kind of mad now because did y'all say something to them to make them unsub to me? You know, it takes 3 months before YouTube deletes a YouTuber that you subscribe to. So they unsubbed to me for some reason. I want to know why. Why? Why did they do that? Did somebody else say something to them about the spooners and the knifers, and that was saying that's bad? I'm making what you call profiling people? Well, that is right. I did profile y'all. Y'all the knifers, the spooners, and the car campers, or the bushcrafters. We go out there to share experience and share knowledge. When somebody comes up to me and say, hey, you know anybody who makes a knife? Yeah, you go down there. There's a group of them, and then they make knives, and they come down to talk to one another. They're the knifers. If somebody comes to me and say, hey, how about, you know anybody who knows how to carve? Well, that's the spooners, because they know how to carve that stuff. Go talk to them. That's down there. Yes, I did profile everybody. I even profiled the campers, too, the car campers. Here's the car campers. This is how they camp. This is how they do it. And this is how fun you are. This is the bushcrafters. Hey, this guy over here had all kinds of bushcrafting skills, and he had it and displayed it for show and tell. That's what the rendezvous is about, show and tell. Now, if you got pissed off because I said the spooners or the knifers or the bushcrafters or the car campers, well, hell with y'all. I'm just curious, you know, what will make them unsubscribe to me? Because something was said to them, and they got pissed off because there's two sides of a story. There's your side. Oh, he's profiling us. Yes, I was, in a way that you can understand. Smoky. And this, if I took, let's say I took a big area, put tables, chairs, and a big buffet of food, and I come and I ask 10 families of different race and color. I ask 10 families of one person of their family, a black, a white, a Spanish person, different races, and I bet you $100,000 that they will go. Blacks will hang with blacks, whites will hang with whites, Japanese will hang with Japanese, Chinese will hang with Chinese, Mexicans or Hispanics will hang with Hispanics. So yes, that's how stuff works. You can remember, I have dyslexia. You might not see what I'm thinking, but the way I think is different than what you think you thought I said. Yes, it's a profile. There's the spooners, and there's the knifers, and there's the bushcrafters, and there's the car campers, and the fun people. They all was out there. They were all out there. You didn't have to go to no one else's camp. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you to go to my camp. You come there willingly. I did offer. Everybody did offer. So that's not an issue either. I had fun at the View. I had very fun at the View. But if you was mad at me because I was profiling y'all, or profiling people, which is true, which I did. And it's not a bad profile. Because somebody came and talked to me and said, hey, who's in charge? I'm like, he's down there with the knifers. Go down there and ask for this person. And he told me, guess what? They were talking about knives. So is that profiling you? Yes. I profile y'all in a good way. Because if I did that scenario, a big banquet, with all types of people, 10 people of the same color, of different family, one from the blacks, 10 families, 10 people, 10 black folks, 10 white folks of different families, 10 Hispanic folks, 10 Chinese folks. And guess what would happen? They will all sit together with their own kind. So if you think I was profiling y'all, I was. But in a good way. So if you're mad at me because I thought something like that, oh, the bushcrafters versus the spooners versus the knifers, yes, there's verses of things that people are looking forward to do. Now y'all tell me to be myself. This is being myself. This is the bad side. Y'all hardly see the bad side of me. Because I don't want my channel to be drama. So I'm probably putting this on Bo and Kooky, and put a link in Ranger Kooky's videos. Because a lot of people come to my channel for non-drama issues. And this is drama. So, yeah, I profile the hell out of y'all. There's the knifers, there's the spooners, they're not here. And there's the car campers, the bushcrafters, and the happy guys, the happy folks that just came out to just enjoy the view. So what? So I profiled y'all. I didn't profile y'all in a bad way. Oh, the knifers, they're so horrible people. They just make knives all day long. Oh man, that's horrible. Oh, them spooners, man, they're horrible. They just carve spoons all day. Oh, the horror. Oh, them bushcrafting guys. Oh, they just do bushcrafting stuff. Oh, the horror. That's why I'm talking about it right now, because there was a couple of YouTubers that add me. Now they unsubscribed to me for some unknown reasons. So why would they do that? Because they thought that I was profiling people. I was. In a good way. So if you don't like the way I think, because I have dyslexia or something, or my mind going 100 miles an hour, unsubscribe to me. You know, unsubscribe to me. Remember, you don't have to subscribe to me. There's subscribers unsubscribing to me all the time. But if you don't like the way I think, because I have my dyslexia and my abilities and my fun act and my fun character, oh well. Remember, everybody thinks different. There's always two sides of a story. And this is my side. My true side. What I was thinking. Stop thinking your way. Think and ask questions before you act. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking. Because people act before they think and ask a stupid question. I hate being accused of something. You could have just asked me a question. Hey, you did this? I'll say yes or no. And I'll tell you the truth. Because there's no reason for lying. Especially at work. I get accused for shit I never... I was reading at work. I got accused. Hate being accused. Because there's two sides of a story. There's the side of you. Because you could be the same way. You can be profiled and lied and accused. And there's the other side that you thought. What you thought I said was the opposite. What you think. There's another thing I want to talk about. It's like, sometimes I do things I think I'm doing good, but I'm doing wrong. As for example, there's a person I know. I went to his camp and I fixed it all up. I put stuff there, put stuff there. And he got mad at me. But he didn't get mad. He didn't know what to do because he knew my answer was good, but in his mind it was bad. My actions were bad in his eyes, but he knew that I wasn't doing bad. It was like a two scenario. He knew I wasn't doing bad. I'm sorry, she knew I wasn't doing bad about it. I was doing good. But what I did for her was bad. She didn't want certain things at her camp. So in my mind, I was doing real good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fix her up. I'm gonna do this for her, do that for her. And she was mad at me. She told me a year later what I did wrong. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong unless you tell me. I'm trying to do right every time I find new friends or whatever, or just new people. I try to be polite, be nice. I only get mad when need to be. This is my mad side. I'm kind of pissed off right now because I'm kind of worried about or why those people unsubscribe to me from the view. They add me, and about a week later, they unsubscribe. Now, I'm thinking it's the only thing I could think of is the spooners versus the knifers versus the bushcrafters versus the car campers versus the happy people. Yes, I said that. And it wasn't for bad intentions. It wasn't for evil. It wasn't to put people down. It's profiling. That's how I profile y'all. Each group I profile. And guess what? A new face came to me and asked me, I'm repeating myself because it's important, where I could find the head man here. I'm like, he's down there with the knifers. And when he came back, he said that's all they did was talk about knives, the metal, the steel. What kind of knife is good? Which knife is not good? What brands you like? That's what he told me. That's what that guy told me about the knifers. So did I profile y'all wrong? Or did I profile y'all right? Now, if the spooners were there, I would say, well, he might be by the spooners, he might be by the knifers. Now, this video is pretty long. I think I made my point. You know, don't judge me. Ask a question before you judge. Because sometimes you tell me something, I hear one thing, comes out the other way, and I'm thinking it's this way, but it's really that way. So my process is way different than y'all's. Trust me, my processing in my head is different from y'all's. And don't come with your bullshit. Oh, yeah, dyslexia bullshit. Bullshit. Been doing this all my life. I know myself. I know what's in my head. I know what goes on in my head. I process things different. If you come up and say something, for example, man, you did good. You did a lot for this company. And I'm like, okay, good. I'm thinking what I just did was the best thing ever. I cleaned the fryers. And I'm like, yeah, man, I cleaned the fryers. Yeah. And it wasn't that. It was something else. It was how I cut donuts. But I cleaned the fryer, and he talked about it that day. And I'm like, yeah, man. Every year he talks about me cleaning the fryers. And it wasn't about the fryers. It was about the donuts. You see my sample? You gotta at least tell me what, or you appreciate me for. Don't let me think. If you tell me, hey, I didn't like what you did, you gotta tell me what you didn't like what I did. If you tell me, hey, I like what you did, tell me what you like what I did. Don't let me sit around and like thunder about what you said about what I did right. Clean the fryers right. Okay, hey, I did a good job on cleaning those fryers. Damn right, I'm happy now. Oh, yeah. It wasn't the fryers, it was about the donuts. I found out later. You know, I'm like, I finally asked, what you talking about? Oh, donuts. You mean all this time I've been thinking about the fryers and it was about the donuts? Okay. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. Don't let me plunder about the situation. Before we go, I just want to do a little update. A little update on the rocket stove thing. Alright, before we go, I want to show you this thing here. It's getting close to being, oh shit, there you go. It's being close to being done for the water heater. I got this on a plate, and that's about it. So, like I said, see you next round. I see you next video.